Hi, my name is Ferdinand Kjærulf and I am the founder of GrowthBond. We provide funding for companies in emerging markets to grow their business with online advertising assisted with certified experts. So in this video, I'm going to go through the GrowthBond Sales Formula on how we're growing companies with online advertising. So this is a methodology that we're applying across all the companies that we're funding and all the freelancers that we're certifying. So for you as a company, this video gives you an introduction to exactly what you can expect to get from GrowthBond and how exactly we're going to grow your business. And as a certified expert, this is exactly what you will learn and how you will be able to assist your customers. In short, we call it the GrowthBond Sales Formula. So this is a couple of tutorials. And the first one is an introduction video where I'm going to go through the basic of the growth formula. And then in the following videos, I'm going to take each individual steps. And in a very practical way, I'm going to show you how we're creating ads on Facebook, ads on Google, how we're directing that traffic to a landing page, how we're capturing email, and we provide email automation, how we create a chatbot to follow up on customers, and how we implement payment gateways so that we can do online transactions. And at the end of this video, you'll have the full overview of what exactly you can expect and the overview of the individual steps that you will go through in order to obtain your growth. So let's jump into it. So the first thing we focus on here in GrowthBond is the overall sales funnel. So the first thing you need to focus on is exactly to target your customers on Facebook or Google. So the wonders of Facebook is that you're able to target the specific customers that you want very specifically. That being in terms of geography, in terms of their interest, in terms of their search results, in terms of what pages they're visiting. So that's the first step. The second step is that we need to target that audience with ads and inspiring content. Because we need to create awareness for your brand and we need to generate traffic over to your website. The third thing is that generating awareness and informing is not enough. You need to have like a sales process where you're able to inform, educate, and convince your customers that this is the right thing. And if they have any objections, how do you handle them? We do that with chat. The last thing is that you need to have like a final destination for all your traffic where users at their own pace can look into the details of your company, get the trust they need, and essentially learn more about you as a company. So at the end of the day, you'll need a landing page. And finally, we'll set up either a web shop or a payment gateway so that you can charge your customers online. So this is essentially the overall funnel. It's a way to reach your customers, inspire them with ad, guide them with a chatbot, persuade them with a landing page, and close the sales online. So in order for us to realize this funnel, we need to have an online setup. So the first step is to set up ads on Facebook and Google. So when we're setting up ads, we're creating what we call top of the funnel advertising, where we create awarenesses. And then once we get some attention on that, we'll create middle of the funnel ads, which is more ads that talks to customer testimonials or specific product features. And we set that up both on Facebook and on Google. The third step is to divert traffic from these ads into a landing page. So the landing page is essentially a website, but it's optimized in terms of getting traffic from that specific ad. Then we have a chatbot that can both be on the website and we can get traffic to directly from Facebook. So the chatbot helps us qualifying customers, following up on them, and persuade them to buy your product. Then we capture the email and we do an email marketing automation process that enables us to follow up on customers and send them inspiring content so that you're constantly staying in contact with your customers. Once we have customers that are visiting your website, that are talking to you on your chatbot, we start retargeting because now we know that they're interested. So now we need to convert them into a sales. And that's where we implement a payment gateway and finally a web shop through Shopify if you have multiple products. So these are all tasks, individual tasks that need to be set up, but it's according to the overall plan. And in terms of how we set this up is guided by essentially who we're targeting. So now we take each step of the sales funnel, and we start with the advertising. So the main idea is to focus on a persona in order for us to find the exact right audiences. So that could be Mike here that lives in New York and he buys dress sheets in Journey. So in the same way, we create 1, 2, 3 or multiple segments that have different characteristics. So it could be where they live, what their interest is, because if we define this, then it's easier for us to know who your customer is and who exactly we should target. So the first step is to define the audience and translate it into a custom audience on Google and Facebook. Then we need to target them with different kind of ads. And of course we can do basic product ads that just display your product, and we can do ads that maybe give some discount. But what we really want is to talk specifically to the customer. And the customer can typically be divided into different types. So there are customers that are open-minded, that are imaginative, that have emotions and is looking for adventure. So what we do is that we create ads that are selling an adventure. Not just a boring product, but you're actually taking part of some kind of adventure. So it's a way of tweaking your product or service in a way where you're selling to their emotions and to their adventure. Then we have a personality group called neurotic. And what we need to sell to them is essentially fear. Fear of missing out, fear of something will happen so that you can sell them an insurance. Then we have the more conscientious, where we are selling traditions, order, and achievements. So the ad is more focused on stability and security. Then we have ads where we are appealing more to trust, moral altruism, helping someone. There's a victim, and buying your product is a part of helping someone. And then finally we have a product an ad type where we're focusing on the social, friendly, and excitement aspects of your product. And once we've set up these campaigns, what we do is that we'll create customized flows for each of these target audience with the chatbot. So the chatbot can then personalize the flow from an ad to a landing page and a product. So as you can see here, the idea is that we take Mike, specific target audience, and we channel him down to buying shirts. And we take Sofia and channeling it down to buying dresses. And in the same way, we define the personas for your customers, and then try to guide them through a personalized flow down to the specific products that you have. And for that, we use something called ChatFuel, which is essentially the CRM system in order for us to organize these different flows. And as a part of the customer journey, they need to have a place where they can learn more. So we set up a landing page in Unbounce with your logo, your product, where we're also applying a lot of scripts and codes that enable us to track and retarget anyone visiting their website. And on this landing page, we're very careful on, first of all, making it mobile, but also making sure that it's converting, that whatever the call to action is on this landing page will actually make the visitor convert. And finally, we can set up a web shop where we can actually have the payment either through PayPal or with Stripe. So that could be in the chatbot, but it could also be a web shop set up in Shopify if you have multiple products. So when we have this set up, we need to create more content in order to get more traffic through our channels. So in terms of creating content, we can divide that into different steps. So at the top of the funnel, in order to create awareness, we can do blog posts, email newsletter, tip sheet, checklist. Here's a full list of things that we can do at the top of the funnel in order to get more customers down at the end of the stage to buy. Then the evaluation stage, create more product specific information and target the users that might have visited the website but now need some more information. And finally, at the bottom of the funnel, we try to create more customized consulting so that we can turn that lead into an actual sale. So from here, it's essentially about testing and iterating in order for us to take a user, a target audience, and get them all the way down the funnel to actually make them buy. And the only way to achieve success is to test and iterate. So this was the first video, and in the next couple of videos, we're going to go through each of these steps, how we're setting up ads, how we're doing landing pages, how we're creating a chatbot, and how we're setting up the entire flow. So thank you very much for listening, and I hope you watch the next video. Thank you.